Hey, what's up, everybody? One sec, looks like my webcam's not working. Always something. Let's see. Oh, I know why. 1 second. There we go. Alright. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Yeah, here we are. We're back. Gonna work on some more Deadlock stuff. We finished up. I managed to finish up this guy's UVs and maps, along with his shaders. Or at least got a first pass on the shader. Probably, needs a little bit of refinement, but yeah, overall, we got the art ready to go. So yeah, all we need to do now is finish up the skinning for, so that we can animate him. And then once that's done, we'll be able to actually work with this guy in terms of making some actual gameplay. So yeah, that's the hope. Maybe we can even get all that done on stream. That would be ideal. But yeah, I'm liking the way this guy turned out. I can show you a little bit of, I guess, like the textures. Yeah, we got some cool, actual maps for this guy. So yeah, I'm excited. And yeah, got a nice normal. So yeah, he's ready to go. And now we just need to work on getting him skinned. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's just get down to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just copy this, the whole game folder, and then we're gonna edit the McSpaceBiff rig. Okay, so yeah, you can see we started this already. Yeah, we've gotta fix our... what's going on here? It's always a little buggy switching between Y and Z up. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, we've got McSpaceBiff in here, and then we've got our guard. And yeah, what I had started doing was just importing the original guard when I, kind of quickly realized that it just, wasn't going to do. Yeah, so I can just delete all that. Same with that. Just paste him in. Alright. Alright, and yeah, don't worry about the textures, they just look kind of funny. Because this is the masks. It's just showing those right now. Oh. I'm just gonna break this connection just so I don't have to see all those colors. Alright. So yeah, as you can see, we've got much improved topology. So yeah, all we gotta do now is start painting our skin weights. So right, so this is kind of an interesting little rigging tool. It's got this range of motion tool. So like when I build my own rigs, I just kind of make a little animation to test. But the way this works is you can just kind of apply range of motion to a group of bones. And yeah, it'll just kind of like go through it so we can test our deforming. So yeah, we just want to apply that to the root guard here. So let's do it. Oh, you know what? I probably don't want all these names the way that they are. Oh, and I better check for transforms. We don't want any of that either. Oh, hang on. We got a little more than we bargained for in here. So it's good to keep these as separate meshes in whatever, whatever's logical. And the reason is because then you can kind of focus on skinning them one at a time. So that helps quite a bit. But when we export, we will combine them. So we'll just have one mesh to deal with in Unreal. You know what, these I'm going to combine though because, it's a grenade, it's a hard surface thing, so it's not going to deform no matter what. So they're just going to be 100% parented to the nearest bone, probably the hip. little part might be annoying to wait, but we'll see. Calling this root guard is probably not a good idea because root, means things in the context of animation. So yeah, just gonna call him guard. In fact, I'll call this guard Geo. Okay. Alright, so save my file. Probably check this in before we break something. In fact, yeah, I gotta switch over to my McSpaceBiff workspace because I'm technically doing this in the McSpaceBiff rig. Eventually I'll probably reorganize this stuff a little bit, but for now, this is fine. Alright, might be a little bit of a shorter stream today. I gotta batten down the hatches and get ready for the hurricane that's coming. So that should be fun. But we'll see how far we can get. Alrighty. Cool. Okay, so I've got this checked in. I got my file started. Got my range of motion on the skeleton. Now, try deleting my non-deformer history. Okay, so clean. All this stuff's clean. Clean transforms. No junk in the history. Looks good. Alright, so now we can get our skeleton. Select the whole hierarchy, and then select our Geo, and bind skin, and that should give us, there we go, that gives us default skinning. Nice. Alright, so obviously we got tons of problems, as we should have expected. So the first order of business will be to just hide all this complicated stuff. Hide that. Just hide all of this. All that stuff is going to be fairly simple to skin. What we really need to focus on is this, and the packs and the strap are probably going to be the tough parts. So yeah, so let's just get to it. So we've got NG skin tools. It's super helpful. I'm going to go ahead and hide that collar too for now. And you know what, I'll hide the head. Okay. So obviously there's a lot of weirdness, but let's just start here. Gotta start somewhere, right? Alright, so I like current influence, grayscale, just because it's simpler on my brain. Okay, and yeah, we got mirror turned on. Good. So now it's just a matter of refining all this weight. Oh yeah, and as I learned just recently, you've got this cool interactive, you can hold down S to see your joints. It's very nice. So honestly, and so yeah, this is basically the whole reason I retouched the geometry in the first place, although definitely in the course of doing so, it became obvious that it was worth doing it. But yeah, it's skinning this now that with this simple amount of geo, simple wires, it's going to be so much better than trying to skin that complicated original geometry. Something about weight painting is kind of zen. Some people love it. I wouldn't say I love it, but there's worse things to be doing, I guess. Hey, what's up, Mild One? Mild One, good weight painting is the difference between your animations looking good or just jank. It's rewarding, at least. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter how good the rig is or how good the animations are, if the weighting is off, it's gonna look jank. Yeah, welcome to the stream. We're just kind of... I was just showing everybody the new guard. Got the shader kind of blocked in, got our maps baked, and so now we're weight painting, and hopefully, you know, we're not gonna spend too much time on it. Try to get it 80% there, I guess. And then we can start messing around with applying some retargeted animations. And that'll be really good, because that way we can start working on our AI, which is definitely the most important thing right now. Okay. This looks kind of funny. It's like a motion warp or something, like it's blurring. For those of you just now tuning in, we're doing some weight painting. Finished up this character model, and now we are getting it ready to, we're skinning it to the skeleton for our other humanoid characters that we use. And that's going to let us reuse animations and do lots of important efficiencies. And I'm using Epic's advanced rigging tool to help me out with this. It's got the range of motion generator and some pretty handy features. It's an old tool, very old. In fact, you can only run it in Maya 2022 because that's the last version that shipped with Python 2. And you have to actually explicitly set Maya 2022 to use Python 2, which is pretty annoying, but that's just kind of what we're dealing with until Epic releases a new one, a new animation rigging tool at least. But this is, ostensibly from what I understand, this is the tool that they use internally for all their games. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me, right? Hey, Autumn the Night. Welcome. Yeah, we are just doing some rigging and skinning, and hopefully it won't take too long, and we can get to some AI while we're still on the stream. That's my goal, or at the very least, getting some animation stuff set up. Some anim blueprint, maybe. Ooh, that's interesting. What's going on there? Too much influence on the foot, I'm guessing. And yeah, then other than that, we're just getting ready for the hurricane, you know, gotta batten down the hatches. It's not going to be a particularly strong storm from what I'm seeing, but it's apparently going to be a pretty large one, which should be interesting, like just in terms of like miles it covers. I know we want these guys to be flexible, but that might be a bit much. Yeah, we don't want them to be that flexible. Yeah, the biggest problem with this hurricane is the bands of tornadoes peeling off it. Yeah, that's always fun. Turn on my skeleton viz so I can get a better feel for what's going on here. That's looking decent. And of course, these are very extreme poses that the range of motion tool generates. Unlikely character's ever going to actually be posed quite this sillily. But that's what makes it good for skinning. Right. It's a decent start on the legs, I think. And we're gonna definitely wanna, come back through and touch this up, but we can do that. Yeah, sliding through to check the poses always looks funny. Sure does. All right. Let's generate some keys for the neck. What? Oh, you know what? First I gotta clear the keys. Uh-oh. My audio just cut out. Is the stream still going? Hey, hopefully you can all still hear me. I see my camera just stopped working. Let me take a look at that real quick. Something is like up with NVIDIA broadcast. Alright. Sorry about that, whatever that was. But okay, we got our keys for the head and neck now, so now we can start trying to dial this in. Oh yeah, okay, before I bother with that, I gotta figure this out, so. We probably need a little bit of influence from the neck bones on the collar. Hello, hello, Thuna. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Welcome to the stream. We are doing some character rigging for our game. Trying to get this guy so he can deform and look decent. It's gonna be this guy. So this is what he looks like in the engine. And yeah, these are gonna be one of the enemies in this VR game that we're working on. We've been at this for a little while. Really not all that long. Maybe like a month or so since we kind of got started on this. We've got another project that we've been working on too, so kind of bouncing back and forth. Right. Looks like a decent start. So now we can try to figure out the collar. And so this will be kind of weird because it's got to be like influenced maybe a little bit by the neck, but probably not too much. So yeah, so for right now, it's going way too much. What's going on here? Why is this clipping through? That's not good. I might need to fix that. Oh wow, my first Deadlock video was 2 weeks ago. That's crazy. So yeah, you're right at the start. So I just noticed this is peeking through here, and that's definitely not what I want. So I'm gonna unbind the skin and delete my non-deformer history so I can reshape this a little bit. Just want to kind of push that back through. There we go, like that. Oh, Mild One says happy birthday to Halo 3. Wow, that's today. That's amazing. 17 years ago today. Wow. That's hard to believe. So now I've reattached the skin so I can get back to painting it, making it look right. crazy how there hasn't been a Halo game since 2007. You'd think they'd have gone and made some. So weird. Do I detect sarcasm? Kidding. Yeah, we can't forget about Halo Reach and Halo 3 ODST. Yeah, those are classics. ODST is probably still my favorite. That looks funny. Got Dracula going on here. Might actually work best to just weight it all straight to the fine joint. Yeah, because it's not like it would actually turn. Maybe just ever so slightly have it be influenced by the next rotation. Maybe. Hey, hey, what's up? Spoke Jacked Movies. Is this a new character? This is both a new and a very old character. So, if you know our game Root, which is a game that we made back many years ago, I'll point it out when it starts playing up here. So basically, this guy originated as a character from Root, and he's also in our game Deadlock, which is a VR game. And yeah, so this is him, and so we're kind of giving him an update. Because when I first made this guy, many years ago, I wasn't very good at modeling, and I've gotten better over the years. So I'm trying to stay to the same, weird aesthetic, that kind of sprang from my inability to model anatomy back then. Yeah, so just trying to kind of upgrade him and give him some more, better gear, better looking gear, better geometry. And so yeah, so this will be the kind of main, sort of workhorse enemy in our game. Right, yeah, not to be confused with Valve's Deadlock. Totally different game. But yeah, so we're just working now on skinning this guy so we can start bringing him into the engine and giving him some animation. So yeah, I'm hoping to be able to do a bit of, at least retarget some animations to him today. Yeah, so Mild One is the other dev working with me on this. And yeah, so like he says, it's a VR John Wick firefight style kind of game. So yeah, if you've been around on the channel, you've probably seen us working on Captain McSpaceBiff. But yeah, so this is another one of our game ideas that we've had for a long time. Oh yeah, there's Root playing above me right now. So we made that game in 2015, and this guy is in there. But yeah, definitely in need of an update. So that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, I'm using the Epic animation rigging tool to do a lot of this stuff. I've definitely built my own rigs before in the past too. Did one of those live on the channel a little while ago. But yeah, for humanoids, I like to use Epic's rigging tools because they're very good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to generate some range of motion keys for the spine and then the neck joints and the head. Go. So that's looking good. Trying to get this little radio earpiece to work nicely. This is going to be tough. probably just gonna stretch kinda weird if he ever moves his head like that. It's just gotta look good for 90% of situations. Yeah, hopefully he never does that with his head. There we go. That's not too bad. I'd say that's good enough for a first pass. Nice. I was actually kind of dreading that, and that didn't seem too terrible. Let's see, so this might be tough, because I've got this bandolier, and then I've also got these shells. I guess maybe I can just kind of make it all follow the same, like, just parent it to his right clavicle, maybe. Can I get away with that? Oops. That's not gonna work. I have a feeling. Be nice if I could flood fill multiple at a time. Looks like I can't, though. Oh well. Yeah, it's always kind of tricky when you've got like rigid things intertwined with flexible things. Like in this case. That's interesting. I wonder if it's because mirror is on. Yeah, there we go. Hide these won't be visible at the same time. These are two variations of the same guy. One for the shotgun version and one for the pistol version. What's going on here? All right. Now he's dancing. Cool. So, something we can do now, after I check this file in, because I think that that's a pretty nice start. But I think what I can do, since this is technically the McSpace Biff rig, I should be able to just actually open up one of his files, one of our animations for him, and this should just work. So yeah, let's give that a try. Trying to pick out a good animation. Nice. So yeah, here you go. Fans of Captain McSpace Biff should recognize this animation. Boom. Wow. Never before have we had such technology. I'd say that works pretty decent. And yeah, the radio is sticking to his chest, and he's moving his head, and the cord is following along nicely. Heck yeah. Yeah, we definitely need to touch up the skinning on the arms here. That's pretty frightening looking. And the legs, that's gonna need work. But overall, you know, it's gonna be interesting seeing this in VR too. What other animations have we got? That just looks hilarious. Yeah, I'd say it's working. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to touch up this arm, and then yeah, why not? Let's take it into the engine and see what we can do. Yeah, I know the arm is looking off. Can't you hear me? Don't focus on the one piece that's totally whack. Just appreciate the fact that, 80% is kind of okay. The glass is half full. this happen? Crap, does it do it on the other side too? Ugh, I know exactly why it's like that too. Yeah, it's just on the one side. So I've got this checked in already, so let's try this. We should be able to unbind the skin. And then come in here. And yeah, sure enough, these edges are not connected. Run a small threshold polymerge vert. And okay, now they are connected. So now, hopefully, I can just reconnect it. Oh, come on. Is that not connecting? It looks connected. Ah, that might be why. There we go. That's more like it. Oh crap, I didn't have the mirror turned on. Looks like it kind of mirrored it anyway though. Well, what the heck? we do still have this weird split. That's a pain. I'm afraid I might have to delete the skinning because it's like, I just have a feeling it's related to the old, because I started skinning it with those verts separated. It's like always gonna kind of have that. Whatever, do what we gotta do. Not too bad, all things considered. Still gotta play with this arm a little bit. But I think once that's a little more cleaned up, we can probably start testing it in engine. Can always come back and polish up the weights later. I'd rather have a little bit of jank gameplay sooner that we can polish up than, you know, spend forever polishing and not have any gameplay. Alright, I think that's good enough for prototyping. Let's go ahead and get this going. Alright, so here's the key. We got to add our character for animation. And the reason we need to do it that way is so we get all the namespaces referenced in right. And then we need to select our skeleton and our geo. Let's see, I want this one to be... This will be the bandolier version. Not the helmet though. We'll add the helmet separately. Alright. So export selection. And I gotta make sure I'm exporting this into the right folder. Oh, come on, what's going on here? Alright, just making a little bit of folder stuff. Alright, export that. And we should, because we set up our materials in there. Okay. Well, so the materials won't auto-propagate, but we can just set them up later. Alright, so... Now I want to get rid of all of these shells, just hiding them. Get rid of that bandolier. And I want the packs. Why aren't they showing up? That's weird. Okay, there they are. Make sure I didn't somehow lose the skinning on those. They still have their skinning. Okay, well there they are. Weird. Anyway, just make our selection again. And export that. And then I want one more, which is him with none of that stuff. Okay, that should work. So now we should have some skeletal meshes that we can replace these with. Alright, so skeletal mesh, import mesh. Leave this blank to create a fresh skeleton. I'll need to find combine meshes. Should be in here somewhere. Or maybe it's just default for skeletal meshes. Alright. There we go, we've got our mesh, and he's got a skeleton. He's even got the hand sockets from McSpace Biff, although they are off. That's interesting. And we'll worry about that later, if it's even a problem. Okay, so now I want to give him a material. Oh yeah, okay, I need to switch to, there we go. So I was in the skeleton editor, needed to go to the skeletal mesh editor. And I want material instance guard. There we go. Okay. And now if I had some animations, I could preview them. Unfortunately, I don't have any, but thanks to Unreal 4, I can make some, or I can retarget some quite easily. So I'm gonna do that. Let's see, I've got in here mannequins, animations, and then these I even retargeted. And so I'm going to use one of these. That might be loud, I don't know if you can hear that. So basically, you can just say retarget animations, and this is a new Unreal 5.4 thing. which is really nice. It looks like it froze. That's what I get for complimenting Unreal. Give it a minute, see if it wakes up. Okay, try this again. And now, so what you do now is you just pick an animation. And look at that, he's playing it. And okay, looks like I missed some skinning. There, he's got something stretching out. We'll fix that later. He's kind of short. To scale him up, I guess. But yeah, it looks like that's working. So yeah, we can just look through all these animations and find some that we want. Got some flinching animations. Idle animation. Nice. Let's go ahead and take that and these. Let's just take these for now. So this is the way I usually do this. I make a folder for each character. And then I give my animations folder, and then I have a retargeted folder in there, so I can keep track of what we've stolen and what we've actually made ourselves, just for our own bragging rights. Alright, there we go. We've got our animations, and now, if I go back to my skeletal mesh, I can preview these animations on him. He's alive! And so now what I can start doing as well is importing those other skeletal meshes. And so this time, look at that, it even picked it up automatically. That's nice. So it knows that I already have a skeleton for him. Yeah, so I'll just import that. And so now we should get... Okay, it did give us a new physics asset. That might be okay. We probably would rather share them, but we can clean that up later. So there we go. This is the one with the packs. Save him. And then we just need the one with the shotgun shells. Thing, give him his material. Oh, oops, this one has the helmet on it. I don't want that. I want the helmet to be separate. So, easy enough to fix. Just undoing to get all the gadgets back. Oh, unhide the shells. Bandolier, last shell. Okay, now select all this stuff. Select the skeleton, select hierarchy, export selection, overwrite, guard shotgun. Alright. And now I can re-import. Why is the helmet still there? Because I selected it. That's why. Oh, this is probably what I did wrong. When I did select hierarchy, it selected all the siblings. Yeah. My mistake. Okay, now, third time's the charm. Guard shotgun. There we go. Perfect. Sweet. And we can preview his animation. Yeah. Alright. Too bad. Hey, Otten, welcome back. I'm back, was showing some new code that can help with AI, my teachers to add to some documentation. Cool. I made a prediction location code and an AI move to that helps AI track you better when you're in the air and out of nav mesh bounds. Nice. Heck yeah. Alright. Sweet, so we've got our guard animations now. So I can go ahead and delete these static meshes, don't need them. And yeah, so now we just need to get all the animations we need for a proper animation blueprint. Yeah. Let's see here. I've got these characters up here. So let's see. Man is ready for his limbo tournament. Yeah, very flexible. So I think probably the fastest way to get going would be, I'm still going to have to set up an animation blueprint for him. Yeah. Alright, let me get some water. This is going to be a little bit of stuff. We'll see how far we can get here. So yeah, what I'm hoping, so as of right now, I've got this set up so that the mannequins fall, the mannequins fall and, run around, right? So, most of that is being handled through the third-person template animation blueprint. Here it is. With a little bit of modifications. Basically this upper body additive I added for flinches, and we got the default slot for full body montage. But we do have a lot in here. We've got, oh yeah, so it uses cached. Hang on, I gotta remember how all this works. Main states, locomotion. Okay, it's a whole separate graph. Okay, it's not that complicated. So it just has blend space from idle to run. That's not so bad. So I need those. So I need an idle, and I need a walk, and I need a run. Then I'm also going to need these falling animations. So fall loop, that's just one clip. Okay, so I need the fall loop. And 2 falling. Okay, and I need the jump. So I need the fall, I need the jump, I need the idle, I need the walk, and I need the run. The run is supposed to be... Are you talking about the one in Maya? I was just using that to preview the deformations. Alright, so yeah, to get started we'll just be, just copy this animation blueprint. Or wait, no, I can't. That's right. That's the one thing that's annoying. You can't just like copy an animation blueprint and change it. So I've got to create a brand new one. Well, this will be fun. We can save this recording. It'll make a good tutorial, maybe. So yeah, you got to choose your skeleton. Alright, create ABP guard. Brand new blank animation blueprint. Alright. So first, can't do much without having our sample animations though, can we? So, get our mannequin animations. So I've got a few sources of animations. We've got this, and then we've also got the third person kit animations. These are pretty good. I might look through these and see if I've got better ones. Yeah, what kind of idol have we got? Oh yeah, this has good, like, pistol idols. I think I probably want to start with unarmed, though. And then we'll add like different weapons as additive blends over top. So yeah, let's start with this. In the night, can I show you a video of what else I'm working on? Yeah, sure. Yeah, drop it in the chat. Check it out. Or are you in our server? You can always share it in there. We've got quite a few game devs that are sharing stuff in there sometimes. Game devs and just aspiring game devs and, you know, gamers. Take a look, alright. There's nothing in here that's gonna get me copy striked or anything, right? Oh, this looks sick. Whoa, nice. Sick. I don't know if y'all can hear it. But yeah, I like the little voice lines you've got. Did you record those yourself? Nice. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I don't know how to make the I don't know how to share my desktop audio, but I can hear it. Yeah, it sounds awesome. So yeah, for those of you that can't hear, it's like the characters kind of taunt and, you know, make sounds. Nice. Very cool, dude. Nice work. So you're doing all that in Unreal? feet are not quite right. Let's see how the, oops, I don't need these. Oh darn, I think I clicked the wrong button. I exported the retargeter assets and not the actual clip. Great. Got this. Okay, come on, pay attention. Got our run animation, got our walk, got our idle. Oh yeah, there's also that one. Oh, does it? There we go. Yeah, I need this in place one. That's good for the blend space when the blend space is set to 0. Alright, what else did I need? Oh yeah, I need the jump. Okay. Sorry, just gotta get through this, then I'll catch up on the chat. Alright, there's our jump. Now we need our fall loop. Okay, jump, got our fall loop, and then we need land. Let me catch up on y'all's chat. Okay, so Okay, so placeholders for the voice, because the only voice accent you can do is someone who's tired all the time or sounds like a Texan. True, true. Voice acting is easy, I just can't do it because my family's around and I'm not allowed to cuss in front of your family. That's good. You shouldn't be cussing anyway. Cussing isn't cool. You know what's cool? Being polite. Being polite is cool. That's right. I think we've actually talked about that on stream before. Me and Imsim Cook are trying to be influences on each other to clean up our language. Because it's just it's easy to have a foul mouth. You know, it's hard to be disciplined and find the right words to say and, you know, like actually articulate yourself thoughtfully and politely. That's a lot harder than just cussing all the time. So yeah. Oh yeah, death-curdling screams are A-okay. For sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, not to say your game can't be crazy and violent, you know. But it should be polite. Alright, so what I have... So I've got my animations now. Thanks to Unreal 4 and the very nice retargeting. So what I've got to do next is actually set up the animation blueprint. And the good news is the default template is really good. Where is it? Yeah, this is really good. It's a really simple... Looking through this is how I kind of learned animation blueprint, like in the first place, and honestly it does everything you need. It's really smart the way it's set up. It pulls in the references to the character movement component, which any character is going to have, right? So basically, let's see how it gets it. Yeah, so this is what's great about it. It's like there's a computer science term for this, but basically like it reaches out to its owning actor and checks to see if it's a character, and if it is, it checks to see if it has a character movement component, and if it is, then it just pulls the values from that to drive all the animation. So basically, you just throw this animation blueprint on any character that's moving around, and it'll just work. So I like that about it. So yeah, so I'm basically just going to copy this for my own animation blueprint. So yeah, let's see if we can do it. Let's see how easy that'll be. So, okay, we gotta make this a variable, and then we gotta make this a variable. And I think we're good. Compile? Nope. Would have been too easy. Okay, so we'll need our velocity, ground speed, create variable, is falling, create variable, and should move. There, that wasn't bad at all. So now we have these variables that we can access to drive our blends. Kill them with kindness, not swears. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I really do want to make games that are like, you know, like maybe like a little bit of one bad word, but nothing like extreme. You know what I mean? Like, golly gee darn it, you know. Like, yeah, I want to make games that like kids, like you know, like young teenagers can play. I think that'd be fun. Because it's like, you know, they don't really have, it's like, you know, you've either got like boring kids games or you've got like just horrible, you know, Grand Theft Auto kind of games. There's got to be something in between, you know. Alright, so gotta get our states. Alright, so the way this works, it's literally just a sample on that one, and then this one we have a blend space. Okay, so I need a new blend space. Oh yeah, and it drives with ground speed, so our lower bound is going to be 0 and our upper bound will be 500. Easy enough. Oh yeah, and it's a blend space 1D. Don't need to be any fancier than that. So blend space walk run. And so yeah, this is how, oops. Come on, where'd it go? So we have this in place as our like first one, then we have walk forward, and then run forward. Yeah, mild one. Games like Mercenaries, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Weird how the little radio is kind of not skinned quite right. Oh well, we'll fix it. It's quite the idle pose. What, this one? Alright, I need to make sure my maximum value goes to 500. Otherwise he'll just start running like full speed right away. Okay, so now that's exactly what we do. We just get our walk run, blend space, and we drive it by our ground speed. That's all we need for that. Then our idle, just get our idle unarmed, put it in there, and we just want to make sure it loops. Perfect. And then we can try, oh yeah, we need to set up our logic. So we need our should move. If that's true, then we can enter transition and we go to walk run. And then, likewise, if should move is false, we need our not boolean for that. So if it is false, then we will transition back to our idle. And just got to hook up the entry. Sweet. And then if we plug this in there, he should idle. Yep. Nice. And now let's test this out. So if we go into our enemy and change the mesh and the animation blueprint, they won't have a falling animation, but they should work on, they should be doing their run once they hit the ground onward. Let's test that out. Yep, there they go. Look at him go. And then he's just hanging out. Heck yeah. And then eventually he'll get bored and run off again. They are zooming. Yep, zoom, zoom. Haha. Oh yeah, this is so much fun already. I can't wait to see this in VR, but I'm not even gonna try it. Alright, so now, that's the basics. Wasn't too bad. Now I can just work on setting up this falling logic. So the way we do this is make this a cached pose. Cached poses in anim blueprints are sort of like named reroutes in Material Editor. It's an easy way to think of it. What even is this? This is like an alias or something. Can I copy this? Nice. It's stuff like this that I like about Unreal. Yeah, there we go. So I've already got my little logics set up, so now I just need to swap out the animations. Oops, wrong one. I need fall loop. And we want that to loop. Jump. Oh yeah, and there's something weird I need to remember to set, but like some of these are like additives or something. We'll see when we get there for sure. Right, this one. It's sequence player additive. And you notice it's green. I think it might be this additive anim type. It's been a little while since I've done this. Yeah, there we go. Additive anim type is set to no additive. So I want that to be local. And there we go, it turned green. Now it's an additive sequence player, just like the original. And there we go. Is that all I have to do? I'll be a little surprised if that's all I have to do. Let's find out. Okay, that is not all I have to do. Well, they do kind of do a little, when they hit, they kind of do something. Two falling, land, jump. Wait, hang on. Okay, yeah. Cached pose locomotion. 2 falling is falling. Oh wait, did I? Oh, you know what? I think I put the entry in the wrong place. No, never mind. How does this work? I'm gonna try something real quick. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're doing their falling animation. Oh, let's see. In the meantime, while I'm figuring that out, I can go ahead and set up my montage slots. But with this, oh, well actually, I'll have to go into my blueprint here. So I have something for on landed. Yeah, on landed, I'll just play this montage. So I need to convert this into a montage. You do that. There we go. Create anim montage. Play that. Now they should at least play that when they hit the ground. There we go. So that's cool, and that comes along with some sound and that little particle effect. Alright. So since that's working, that means once I export the hit reactions, that'll work too, so that's good. So now I just gotta think about why their little fall loop isn't working. I know it's something simple too. I'm just missing it for some reason. Probably because I've been staring at the screen for 2 hours. Ah, what's going on here? Oh, what? Wait. Why is this false? This is just always false? That's not right. Well, the real problem is he's never even entering the fall loop. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, so state alias. Ah. Okay, so it's set to locomotion and land. And then this one is set to jump and fall loop. Okay, aha. Heck yeah, got it. Alright. They are now fully operational. Hahaha. So yeah, that's good. So now we've got them up to the level that we had the mannequin at, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so next step, we can start getting them some actual aiming and firing animations. Yeah, awesome. And then we'll have some gameplay going. Sweet. Alright, well I've been at this for almost 2.5 hours now, and yeah, I gotta do some hurricane prep, so I think I'm gonna have to let you guys go, but this was rad. I had a good time. Hope y'all did too. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Harrison. Yeah, it is coming together. And Auten, thanks for showing off your game. It's looking pretty sick. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it took a while to get here, but at least now we can get to work, right? Got the guard all reworked, got this whole new fancy version of him. Yeah. And he'll be ready. Hopefully this is the final ever guard. Yeah, not a bad start. Alrighty, well, thanks for hanging, everybody, and yeah, happy Wednesday. Stay safe, any of you Floridians, and yeah, sweet. I'll see you next time. Alright, take care.